And then finally, Cornelius Taylor. Last Thursday, I believe it was last Thursday, Cornelius was an unsheltered man who lived on Wheat Street, Old Wheat, in an encampment back there, and was run over and crushed during a sweep. It is not typical that someone speaks this much during this time, but I think it is important to name that Cornelius was not just an unsheltered person. To the press that might be in the room, he was a person. Start using his name. He's not an unsheltered man. Cornelius is only in his late 40s. I want to thank his family for being here, who we'll hear from today. But a couple of things. There has to be a change in how we handle homelessness. It is not working. It has not been working. Our PIT count last January, this council has still not received an update from Continuum of Care on the PIT count, which tells us how many unsheltered people on the street. They're fighting us on summer PIT counts. When more folks are on the street, we get a more accurate number. Continuum of Care should not be fighting council on a legislative priority to have our off years be in the summer. That is a basic thing, and it is low cost. Not that ever human life should be equated to money. The COC received, I should also say that it's supposed to be, by HUD requirements, the numbers are supposed to be shared with us by May 10th. We didn't get the numbers until June. Still has not been presented to council. We still do not know what happened and why we got the data late, and we still haven't gotten a presentation, and there's supposed to be another PIT count this month. The 2024 HUD award gave them $14,500,000. They were awarded an additional $4.6 million by the mayor, and with construction included, that's $24 million. Where's the money going? So I would like, I'm thankful for our CDHS Chair, Councilmember Winston, who's going to help with this, but Continuum of Care needs to come and present before council. We need to understand the process. That does not mean the investigation. You don't have to speak on that, but you sure can break down to us what happened and why, and who was on site and who was responsible. And also, we will not allow an employee to be scapegoated for this. We need to understand what happened. So be calling for that, and I do have a paper today calling for a moratorium on all sweeps until we understand. Because you don't clean sweeps, you house them. I'm sorry, you don't sweep encampments, you house them. Right. And again, not that. And if there had been case managers on the ground to build relationships with people there, the same people and the case managers who deserve to be paid living wages, and we retained them, if we had them, then Cornelius would have been housed. It shouldn't have taken a year of outreach and him not to be housed. And if anyone tells you he didn't want to leave, that has nothing to do with it. I don't care if I don't care if he was an addict. I don't care if he was struggling with addiction. Everybody in this room is struggling with something. He deserved to be housed. Housing is a human right. And because these pictures got confiscated, this is Cornelius Taylor. So please keep all of them in your prayers. Thank you.
Thank you.